Hello guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about Batman Arkham Asylum and give my honest opinions and review. Even though I played all the other Arkham games, I never had the chance to play this one. I recently started streaming and I decided to finish the game on my stream and now I decide to make a review out of it. I will be reviewing the game on four different categories. First one is the story. The story is basically as follows. Joker causes a fire in Blackgate Prison, which leads to most of the inmates being transferred to Arkham Asylum, and Joker letting himself get caught so he can capture the asylum. Later in the story, we learn that Joker did this because he was paying this doctor called Penelope Young to create a serum called the Titan Serum that can turn people into these giant monsters. But after months of research, she found out that Joker was the one funding her, so she decided to stop the research. But she was still able to finish the research until Joker got caught for some reason. Joker learns about this and decides to get the formula himself and invades the asylum. He tries the formula on his goons to stop Batman. Of course, they can't, and he decides to use it on himself. But because he's a show off, he loses, I guess. We also have fights with characters like Bane, whose patented venom is being used for the Titan formula, Madison Ivy, who gets infected with Titan formula and just wants plans to take over the world, Scarecrow, who infects you with his toxin throughout the game, Killer Croc, who is a big ass crocodile in a sewer type cell, and Harley Quinn, who is there for fan service. You don't actually fight her. So overall, I think the game has a simple but effective story, and it does not feel short or dragged out. Of course, some parts don't make sense, or you can say you could have done that, but you can say that for most stories. So overall, it's an enjoyable experience on the story department. Second category is the combat. If I were to compare this game to the games today, it would get a fucking 10 out of 1,000. But this game came out 11 years ago, so I'm going to be a little nice and say it does not suck. But unfortunately, it is a bit unresponsive and 30% of the time, enemy targeting makes no sense. The counters just don't work for some reason. One time Batman even did the counter animation while the dude had his attack animation and did not counter. But overall, countering wasn't that bad. I played on hard difficulty, so if you watch the VODs on Twitch, you might say I suck because it was the first time I played an Arkham game on hard, and it was a bit shocking to see enemies attack so fast. But if you watch closely, you will see what I'm talking about. Boss fights were not good in my opinion. The Bane fight was the same for all Titan inmate fights, which was make them charge at you, throw a batarang, and hit them until they are down. Harley Quinn sent you goons while she electrocuted the ground. Scarecrow battles were just platforming, which is not bad in my opinion. Killer Croc, you try to collect some samples in a cell so you can create an antidote. While you try to collect samples, he sometimes tries to attack you and you just throw him a batarang. Medicine Ivy, you throw batarangs at her until she gets down. Then you spray her with your gel. A little bit different than the other one, as you can see. And Joker just sends his goons, then you take him down and hit him 3 times, and that's it. Overall, combat for its time is not bad, but boss fights should have been way better. Our third category is stealth. Maybe because the game is short in general, but you don't get that many levels where you use stealth compared to the later installments of the franchise. Except for the fact that AI being blind, stealth is enjoyable and you can use different tactics to bring down your opponents. If you're on a gargoyle, you can do an inverted takedown. If they are at the edge of some sort, you can pull them down with your claw, or you can use your explosive gel to blow them up. The fact that not having so many stealth levels might actually helped because I wasn't bored from stealth. About enemies being blind, yeah, sometimes you can just glide next to them or take down their friends and they wouldn't bat an eye. Our last category is the general look of the game. I don't know what else to call this category. Maybe the world would be better. If you have something better, let me know what I can call this category. The graphics for a 2009 game is very good and still holds up to a degree, and graphics being good makes the cutscenes look good as well. My favorite might be Bane getting yeeted off the island by the Batmobile. The physics of the game is most of the time hilarious, to me at least. Like you have your cape trying to escape your body just from turning around a little fast. The grades you pull off sometimes gets out of the map, and some of the positions the inmates are in straight up would cause them to break their necks. The game has nice visuals. For example, the interview tapes has the inmates' pictures, and the picture they use for Medicine Ivy might cause you to pause the game for a couple of minutes. If you get defeated, you get a scene depending on the enemy you got defeated, telling you how they defeated you or how they are going to kill you. Basically telling you how much of a loser you are. And I thought that was a nice touch. So overall, I liked the game a lot, and for an 11-year-old game, it deserves somewhere between a 7 and 8. But since this is my review, it's going to be a bit biased, and I'm going to give it an 8. I love Batman and I love Batman games. Unfortunately, in my country, you can't exactly read comics or manga or anything like that. But I watched a lot of Batman on TV and on the big screens, so my score might be a little higher or lower than yours. Thank you guys for watching my review on Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm planning to play all the games I review on Twitch, so check out my Twitch, I guess, shameless plug. I have a new Twitter account and I don't think I posted anything on it yet. If enough people follow me there, I will start announcing my streams and the videos that went up there. I don't think I will just do game reviews on this channel. I will basically do whatever I want, but at first it will probably be a lot of game reviews though. So if you have any suggestions, whether if it is a game you want me to play or a video idea, write yours in the comments section. I'm open to anything since this is an incredibly new channel. This is literally my first video after all. Again, check out my socials in the description below and hopefully I'll see you again with another video.